Hey guys, it's Luke from Mix Made Simple, and today I want to talk about possibly the most important thing that you need to know to get good at producing EDM and mixing EDM as fast as possible. Before we get to that though, if you are an EDM producer, whether you're a beginner and you just want to get good at mixing and mastering as fast as possible, or you're more advanced and you've just been kind of struggling with this, struggling with learning all the different concepts, well, look in the description below and go ahead and book a Zoom call with me. We'll see about getting you enrolled in my course, Mix Immersions. I teach you everything you need to know about mixing and mastering. There's a private group where you can ask me questions on any of these topics anytime you want, as well as get amazing feedback on your tracks anytime you want. So go ahead, look in the description, and book a call with me as soon as you can. Okay, so I want to talk about this crucial thing that everyone needs to be doing to get better at not only producing, but also mixing, because when it comes to producing EDM, they really go hand in hand. And so it's kind of two things, but the main thing is you should be referencing. And you should be referencing a lot. And what this also ties into is that you should be listening to a lot of high quality music, the type of music that you're into, that you want to create on your monitoring system or monitor headphones or both. If you look behind me, I've got my monitor speakers there. And what I would encourage you to do is anytime, let's say you're a college student, if you are working on homework, or if you are doing any type of work, administrative work, whatever it is, I would encourage you to just play high quality music, sit at your desk, at your studio desk to do that work and listen to high quality music, and just to really get to know your speakers and to get to know your speakers with high quality music and mixes played through them. And what this also ties together with, when you are working on your music, you should have at least one track in your DAW set up that you can listen to and reference to really get an idea of different things like a sense of depth, a sense of panning, just a sense of EQing. And the more you do this, the better you're going to get and the faster you're going to get better. So imagine you didn't listen to any music on your speakers, you didn't reference it all, and you only produced. So let's say you listen to a lot of your favorite music, but you listen to on your like Apple earpods or whatever they're called. So you're going to get to know those earpods really well on your off time and listen to your favorite music. And then when you go to work on your producer music on your speakers, and if you don't reference it all and you're not familiar with high quality music on your speakers, it's kind of like throwing darts in the dark. It's like if you were to learn how to play basketball, for example, do you think it'd be better to just have someone give you a ball, go out to the court by yourself and just start, haphazardly throwing the ball in the hoop with no technique or anything like that and just kind of making it up as you go? Or would you rather have a coach, like someone who actually knows what they're doing? Or would you rather be able to emulate someone who really knows what they're doing? So it really is the same thing when it comes to this. So when you are producing music, and if you're just doing it, and you're not referencing, not listening to a lot of, your favorite music, your favorite EDM music, like the pros that you really like off the top of my head, if I listen to a Seven Lions track, or if I listen to, like an Anima or Ben Bomer, any of these guys, you'll listen to these on your speaker setup or your headphones, and you'll hear how amazing it sounds, and then you'll really get to know and you'll have an idea of what to aim for. And this is really important because, I know a lot of people self-release, and that's okay, but if you're going to be sending your music to record labels and you want to have an actual shot at getting music released on these record labels, then it needs to be up to the par as the professionals that you are a fan of and listen to. And so, I'm not saying it has to be 100% there, but at least 85, 90% way there for you to even get the attention of an A&R guy at a record label. If you send your track to one of your favorite record labels and it's just not quite up to par, they're going to tell instantly whether it's good quality or not. And if it's not good quality, they won't listen past 5 seconds. Really, that's the reality. If they hear a really good mix and master and then it's high quality, then they're going to keep listening, and maybe they'll figure out, and maybe that track will be right for their label and they'll want to continue that with you. Or if it's at least somewhat close. You got to think these guys get so many demos, thousands of demos, that they just have to be efficient about it. And the first thing they're going to do is just listen for the quality, and if the quality's not there, they're just going to skip it and move on. And so, typically I don't like when YouTube titles say something like the one thing to get you better results fast, or the one thing that's going to fix everything, blah, blah, blah. But this really is like that number one thing that's going to really help you. And, I wish that when I was first starting out that I had known this. I don't know, I'd reference here and there, but I just didn't really take it as seriously as I should have. And I was making improvement because, you will improve a little bit, especially if you're constantly learning how to mix and you're doing that, but if you really take the referencing seriously and really take really start to listen to stuff critically, that's when you're really going to learn fast. So if you're like just starting out and you don't want to spend 10 years getting good at this stuff, or maybe you're 2 years into it and you're just not getting the results you want and you want to get better faster, then really start listening to high quality music and referencing a lot. And that's like the best advice I can give for a beginner or intermediate. And this goes for the mixing and mastering side of things, and it also goes for producing. Because, if you want production ideas, you want like musical ideas, it's good to know, listen to your favorite artists and hear what they're doing. There's a really great track I was listening to recently, and I'm listening to it, and there's just so much going on. There's so many little details that, I might not think to do with my music if I hadn't got the idea from another pro track. So I just wanted to get this video out there. I think it's really important. I actually saw another guy talk about it and talk about listening to high quality music on your listening setup. And, when you hear him say it, you're like, oh yeah, duh. But a lot of you, might not be doing this. And I think it's definitely hindering your progress if you're not referencing and listening to a lot of good music on your, on your producer setup. So I just want to get that out there, and I hope it helps. And like I said, if you want to join my course, Mix Immersions, go ahead and look at the description below. And if this video helped you, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. It'll help my channel grow. And so I hope this video helps, and I will see you guys again next time.